Here you go.
Yeah, almost caught me packing my lip with some calm down.
I'm sure they've seen you.
Yeah, but I had to get that calm down in for this one. It's a special report. Baby's got some troubling news to tell you. And it's troubling. Lordy.
I don't know if it's troubling.
It might be. It might be kind of troubling, but feels like we haven't been here in a couple weeks. Well, I know we wasn't last week because last week was Easter week. And we had a lot going on. And then the week before, did we make the week before? Or
I don't remember.
I don't know. There has been a lot taking place here lately, which might bring us into what's going on around this camp.
I think we'll wait until a few more people get on here. We only have 7 people.
Yeah, well, everybody's coming and going. There's a lot of other lives going on. I got to sit in with Derek on Derek 1973, watch his live. I caught a little tiny bit of Amy over at Leonard Mountain Homestead. And then what did I do?
Fell asleep.
Yeah.
I was listening to hello. Hi, everybody. So I listened to Derek Fowler. And I actually listened to a little bit of Amy at Leonard Mountain Homestead. Then I heard Derek Fowler. And then I heard something else and some F-bombs dropping left and right and left and right. I thought, I know that's not our people. So I look over and Pooch is sawing logs.
I was listening.
And it was, and it was somebody else's.
It was the Stolen Valor channel. That Navy SEAL guy that calls out fake and phony Navy SEALs that go around bragging about themselves.
He was calling somebody out.
And they
big time.
They ain't got jack to stand on, but he called them out.
He did. Okay, no wonder, because these two guys were and were going at it.
Yeah,
I was like,
and it's good too. Baby might ought to watch it if you like all of that. Listen. If you like hearing somebody get called out on stuff, because
sometimes I do, but sometimes it's
but this is true stuff.
No, I know
this guy's a real former Navy SEAL, and a lot of people around the country will send him names of people. Hey, check this guy out because he's going around claiming he's a Navy SEAL with all this big bravado and medals and all, and then he can do a little search and investigating and find out their real story. And then he figures out they ain't jack. And then he'll go talk to them. All right. And call them out.
Well, I hope to heck he is right on that. On the information he gathers.
He's got access to that stuff. Yeah. He don't do it. He does his research and he knows what he's doing. So
I was gonna say he really was calling somebody out big time, and I was like, "Dang, shorty,
yeah,
I'm glad that ain't me."
But hope all you folks are doing well. Pretty Pooch, we got some sunshine going on out here. It's nice and pretty. We've had storms and all kinds of stuff going on besides that, but we finally broke out of it in between, and now I think we're going to be expecting some more storms here in a bit, but. It's good for the rain because the old mammy garden out there's looking pretty fair so far. If y'all ain't seen that video where Pooch and the old mammy was out there working in the garden.
They sure have been. They have put some blood, sweat, and tears in that garden.
Yep. Hopefully there'll be some production coming from it. And Pretty's finally getting herself stabilized to where she's got a little bit going on now where she'll have a little more free time, hopefully, huh?
Yes, I'm so excited.
Baby's getting in the groove. Pretty's been surprising me by showing up 5:30 in the afternoons rather than 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yep.
She even had Saturday off this past week.
First Saturday in about 3 months.
Yeah.
I worked 6 days a week.
Crazy.
9 a.m.
We ain't been able to do nothing. So
been rough.
finally.
Yeah, I can
Now we
see
got
some light at the end of the tunnel. Kind of.
Yeah, and I know there's a 10 killer meetup this weekend. Some folks are going. Pretty Pooch ain't going. We're going to a wedding, so we're going to be going to a wedding this weekend.
Yep.
Checking it out, and then of course the upcoming Mid America. Pretty's got a speaking engagement she's going to be doing. So doubt seriously you won't see her, and I don't think I'm going to be making that one either because I got some other stuff going on with work and whatnot. But yeah, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay.
All right. So let's see who is in here. Marianne Bimler is here.
Marianne, howdy, ma'am.
Dink and Tank are here.
Dink and Tank, howdy.
Let's see here. Linda Peterson is here. Hi,
howdy, Linda. How are you, ma'am? Hope you're doing well.
Melinda Dobson's in the house.
Howdy, Melinda. Had to get a swig.
Let's see. Linda said, "Oh, we got trouble now with Melinda in here." Giggle.
Oh, yep.
Hey,
Melinda holds stuff down pretty good.
There is Leanne Gunther.
Howdy, Leanne. How are you, ma'am?
Leanne, the cards that you sent us for my birthday, and then to Mike and I, or Pooch and I, for Easter, they are on one of my desks or cabinets in our kitchen, and they're so lovely.
They're on the credenza. Is that what you call it? Maybe.
No, that's definitely not a credenza. It's definitely not. It's a nice desk.
Yeah, it's a nice piece of furniture that Pretty found and had to have.
So thank you, Leanne, for thinking of us and sending us those beautiful cards. We so appreciate.
Yeah, thank you, Leanne.
and thinking.
Very thoughtful of you.
About us. Who else is here? Oh, yes, most definitely. Melinda says, "Everyone, please pray for my sister and I." Oh, Mama's in her last days of life. I'm so sorry, Melinda.
Very sorry. Sorry to hear that.
Oh my gosh, we'd definitely be praying for you and your sister, your whole family for sure. My gosh, I'm so sorry.
Okay, there's Evelyn. No, that's Linda.
There's Wanda Henry. Hi, Wanda.
Hey, Wanda. How are you, ma'am?
Thanks for being here. There's the Moose, 1829.
The Moose. Welcome in.
Liberty
Appreciate you.
Layers Hideout. How's it going?
Liberty's Layers Hideout.
Liberty
Layers Hideout.
Hey, look at that. There's
welcome
a little
in.
Chicken.
Appreciate you coming in. Somebody try typing FBC and let's see if the channel link will drop, because wasn't working last time, but if you do type FBC, it should drop your channel link to where.
Well, it didn't work last time because he was on YouTube.
Oh, that's right.
Not on.
But still, that should have worked. I don't know, but maybe somebody will check it here in a minute and see.
Hey, there's Goat Days, David and Sam.
What's up, Dave?
Thanks for coming.
And Sam.
In.
How are you folks up there in Kentucky?
Hi, Troy Sutton. How are you?
Howdy, Troy. How are you?
Glad you guys are here. Who else? Have just about 17 people in.
17 folks. I know it will rise maybe in a bit, but you know.
Joe Fix It For You's here.
What's up, Joe? How are you, sir?
Troy said he watches that guy that you were talking about. He said totally great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That dude gets after it too. I like it.
There's Ginger, Not For Nothing Homestead.
Howdy, Ginger. Saw them over there with Derek a little bit ago.
Who else?
Well, going on down and seeing.
Melinda. She said she doesn't like F-bombs unless Pooch is snoozing and farting. I do not like those F-bombs.
What, the farts or the F-bombs?
The farts primarily.
Yeah.
F-bombs I could do without, but sometimes kind of funny, sometimes kind of warranted. Depends on the situation.
Warranted. I'll throw one out there. I ain't ashamed. I try to refrain from doing it, but sometimes, like Pretty said, it's warranted.
Yeah, it's warranted sometimes.
And I'm like, what the?
Dumb.
I know a lot of folks, if not already there, they're probably on their way to 10 Killer Lake for the meetup.
Wow.
Our good folks, Dale and Nana, are probably either packing and getting ready to go out there, or they may be on their way too. I don't know.
Hi, Heather.
Howdy, Heather. How are you, ma'am?
How are you? Oh, you're so sweet.
But Pooch was off last week, so I had some stuff to do actually around this camp. Poor Pretty was working. Pooch did a few things out here, made a couple videos. I installed our interlock for our generator to the house. I got that done. And then what was my other video? I don't remember what the other one was. Was I working in the garden or doing garden work or something? But the interlock install was much needed because of the time of year that we're in. And sometimes around here the power will go out. Now the last time it went out, it was out for like 3 days, 4 days because of one of the houses not too far from us. The tree had actually, the wind blew it over and it just barely missed the house, but it took down the power lines. And then the most recent last one, which is right up the road from us a piece, his power utility pole blew over and actually barely missed the corner of his house, which then you got to wait for the crew to get out of here, put a new pole up, rerun the wire and all of that. So it was luckily it wasn't hot yet, but refrigerators ain't running for a couple of days. Now we have a generator, but I just didn't have it. And I don't like running cable all through, plugging stuff in. So I thought, and I've had my interlock, I've had my gen set inlet box and all of that stuff. It's just I hadn't taken the time to put it in. So with me sitting around for a week, I finally got after it and put it in. And it works pretty good. Now I did install that sucker because I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to go up to a 50 amp. I'm going to put a whole house generator on here. So we'll be able to run the air and whatnot when in case we lose it again. But definitely need to keep the groceries refrigerated, keep the lights on, keep the TV on and all that good stuff. Cause it gets plenty dark out here where we're at. Cause there ain't no lights. We're out here in the middle of nowhere pretty much. So yeah. So that was a good task I completed. And if you ain't seen it, go back and watch it. Because Pooch was playing with some high voltage, but he was doing it safely. Pretty easy too, actually. That was an easy job. But I set it up where I could be prepared for the next one. What's baby over there doing? Huh?
Working, hold on.
Got work, see? Can't even get away for nothing. Although it's better than what it used to be, because there for a while, there wasn't no getting away.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, so Virginia Alexander needs our prayers. Her husband, keep her and her family in thoughts and prayers for sure. Thank you for sharing Ding and Tank so that we can do that. There's Backroad Freedom. Justin is here.
What up, Justin? How are you, sir?
Hi, Lori Carp. How are you? There's Arlene.
Howdy, howdy. Howdy, Lori. I was thinking about Justin there. Hadn't seen him in a while. Although he texted me and I texted you back. I don't know if you saw it yet, but kind of like I didn't see yours until the next day. FBC, she hit it. I wonder if it dropped. I don't know if we'd see it on here or not, but
there's Stephen Sheets.
Stephen Sheets. Been a long time. Long time for Stephen there. But glad you come in tonight.
Absolutely. So we have a little bit of an announcement to make.
Yep.
Just trying to make sure we say hi to everybody. We do have a special report, Stephen. We do have a special report, and that's what we are going to announce to everybody. Joe. So Ginger and them are not going to make it to 10 Killer. Well, we aren't either.
Yeah.
But I'm glad everybody is doing well. Dink and Tank are watching the weather. There's more rain coming and expected. We plan on Saturday a thunder run for about 5 to 6 hours. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think we probably got some more rolling in here soon too. There's Dale.
Hey, yeah, they are listening while they're getting ready and packing to leave in the morning.
I knew it. Killer. That's exactly what I thought, Dale. I knew it.
But our announcement is that we are no longer going to be hosting Pretty and Pooch live on Wednesday nights. We are no longer going to be
on a Wednesday night schedule.
Right.
We are, I guess, can we call it stepping back a little?
I don't know if it's stepping
back. I think
back.
The way I thought of it is we're going to be more random is how we're going to approach it.
Yeah.
Just whenever we get the notion or we got something good that we really want to pop out there.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, we're not disappearing. We're just stepping away from this Wednesday night time slot of 7 p.m.
Yeah, we just don't want to. We want to make sure we have some good content and not bore the pants off of people by just coming on here and whatever. And so I'm also going to be going to different engagements, speaking events for the Surrender to Rise. And then my podcast, I'm getting ready to have to schedule interviews because it's going to
back to radio.
No, it's going to TV.
Oh, okay.
It is not back to radio. It is the Diamond Network channel, but it's called Prospera TV, where they have a lineup of different podcasts. And I received a phone call and was asked if I would bring my podcast to Prospera TV Network. You can find them on YouTube. And so I have to get busy with, I have actually quite a few people lined up to interview, and I have to do that. And then I'm not sure if we're responsible for editing our own podcast or not, but if so, that's going to take up a lot of my time. I just have that moving into that direction more so for me. But I certainly will miss hopping on here on Wednesday nights, but we just don't want to be a bore. And sometimes we can get on here and we're done talking in 30 minutes. And then it's like,
yeah. But I mean, like we said, we'll do it randomly.
Oh yeah.
You'll see us randomly. Who knows when, but probably try to do a few more videos. And I know Pretty and I both, we seem to come up and have better stuff if we just put a camera up and record it. I mean, random stuff, because her and I can get on a roll pretty good sometimes. And we always think, dang it, we should have had the camera out filming this one, because it gets pretty funny and comical then. And I think that's the fun of a lot of what me and you, when we're together and we have some good times laughing and joking and cutting up about stuff.
Conversation starts, and then
and it gets out of hand sometimes, and then we're like, dang,
should have had the camera rolling.
Why didn't we have that going on that one?
Before we talk about what we were talking about a little bit, Liberty Layers Hideout says he got contacted about his tent site at 10 Killer, and it was closed due to flooding.
I've heard a lot of that.
Wow.
I think I was hearing that on
it's a bummer.
Leonard Mountain Homestead. Amy was talking about how some of the sites, and they were actually rerouting people, I guess, coming in, because you know how you come in to that lake and you pass by that little dock area and that little cove. It's probably flooded up in there, and the road might be closed going in. So, but they were trying to relocate people with spots too.
Wow. Oh my goodness. What a mess.
So there's no telling. If they get any more, it might be worse too. Who knows?
Hopefully they won't. There's Rainy Ridge.
Rainy Ridge. How are you doing, Eric and Tina? But it'll still be fun. A lot of good folks will be out there. So hopefully you folks that are going, you'll have safe travels out there and still have a good time. I'm sure you will.
Hi, Kelly.
Howdy, Kelly. How are you, ma'am?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Lori. My goodness, there's a lot of people that need prayers. Lori Carp says, please keep me and my family in your prayers. My mother passed Friday morning. I'm so sorry.
Our deepest condolences, Lori.
Most definitely. I'm so sorry.
Sorry to hear that.
Gosh.
Hate hearing
Me too.
loss,
makes me
period.
sad.
But we know when it's your mother, a parent, that's extremely and especially difficult.
A
Hard
parent
times.
or a child.
Or a child.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
it is so tough. There's Bill, my Alaska.
Howdy, Bill. How are you, sir?
We'll definitely be praying for you and your family, Lori.
Most definitely.
So sorry.
Getting into the bottom, or no, there's kind of got down there, didn't it? But yeah, we're definitely time for a change for us, I think, a little bit. And you know, the kind of the scheduling thing. Let's see, how was we putting it as far as it almost gets kind of mundane, and then you feel you don't look forward to it as much as we used to. Because
well, no, it's not that we don't look forward to it.
Well, it's
I
because
look
we
forward
don't
to seeing all the people, but there's sometimes when
we don't have nothing.
But not a lot to chat about other than me working. I mean, boring.
Right.
So yeah, we just you know, I mean, obviously we love everybody that comes in and watches, definitely. Especially those that watch every Wednesday at 7. But we do know that our viewership has dropped a lot. But shoot, we would come on for 3 people if we had 3 people that would come on every time. It was just we just like you said, we've gone in a different direction, I think, because life changes.
We're hoping to up our game maybe in the end picture of it all.
Yes, correct. We're no longer going to be Wednesday at 7 p.m. so people can fight for that spot.
Yeah. Duke it out.
Whomever, you can have it.
Yeah, duke it out.
Tonight is the big finale. So if we go over a little.
Yeah.
Oh, Wanda, I know. We'll miss you too.
Hey, don't
Bill, that's so sweet.
Just have your notifications on because they will pop up.
That's right. Have your notifications on. We'll miss you too, Linda. But yep, have them on. You never know when we're going to go live. We'll just do some cool pop-ups.
Yeah. Might even do recorded type style. Because like I said,
you never know.
That's how we usually have a much better time. Especially
thank you, Dink and Tank.
Especially when we're really yakking and getting after it. Well, that sunlight or something is right in my eyes. That's that bright sun coming in that door. Where's it coming from?
Y'all are so sweet. Thank y'all. We'll miss you guys too.
I got to close that shade, I think, real quick.
Okay. Thank you, Wanda.
Yeah.
Oh, you're sweet. Thank you.
There you go. That might have got it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's better than it was because it was blinding me.
Justin said, I would step away from the Wednesday night live lineup. It's not all what it's cracked up to be. LOL. Busy is good and good to hear Tish doing her thing. Hope everything works out for her. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I hope so.
I mean, there's still a lot going on Wednesday nights too. So, and we're just a small fraction part of it, you know?
Yeah. Minute.
Yeah. Very minute. And so that's it.
Says your garden is going to be bountiful. We hope so.
Boy,
I was about to grab me a piece of lettuce last night.
Oh, Mammy said that there were some peppers actually starting to bloom out there, and I think even a tomato plant might have a flower on it. So might be. I haven't gone out there this evening, but I'm going to take a trip out there when we get off of this here in a little bit.
Oh, we'll miss you too, Marianne. But yep, turn your notifications on. You never know when we're gonna pop in. Hi, BNS Odyssey.
How are y'all doing, Neil and Beth?
Troy said Pooch needs to do Poking the Pooch episodes.
Hey, well, that could happen too. That could still happen. I'll definitely be chiming in every now and then. So, but I kind of want to get back to, which will be far between probably, but I kind of want to get back to posting up some videos.
You should.
Because that was that's always fun to do those. And when I got a good project or something to rant about, I can get on there and do some ranting. But something will be happening. We ain't disappearing. We're just stepping away from it right here, right now.
From Wednesday night.
Yeah, from the Todd Saul.
Hello, Todd Saul.
How are you, sir? I was watching one of his videos, and that man did us a good one for us the other day. He kept in touch with me too, and he ran our whole playlist.
Stop.
Yeah, over there at his place.
Holy smokes, Todd Saul.
He set it up and it ran for 2 or 3 days, I think. Every one of them.
Well, Todd, if you want to even do a bigger favor for me, my podcast is called No Judgment Here with Tish Ross, the podcast. You are more than welcome to run that little channel.
Yeah. Thank you, Todd, too.
That was greatly appreciated. Thank you, Todd.
That was very nice and kind of you. Appreciate it, sir.
Thanks, Melinda. Yeah, we have pretty good banter, don't we, babe?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of, tell the people.
Tell
the people what we were talking about in the car the other day.
Oh man, yeah. And see that this is one of those things that when we're and get on a roll together, but Pretty and I and Todd, please email me if you can, sir.
Okay, wait 1 second before we get this going. Okay, it started in the car wash with this guy. Started.
Oh, when we went to get the car washed, yeah.
Tell people we were rolling through.
Yeah, it was was rolling through, get the car wash because it was filthy. And of course, we have one of those memberships, this car wash you go through, and you go through it, and there's a little, whatever his name is, spot or something with the water gun. And you drive by it, and he's spraying this water gun at you, kind of pre-soak your car, and it's a figure. It's nobody. It's a figure. And I'm not the only one that does this, but Pretty too. Both of us are like, what good does that do? That ain't doing nothing. And then, of course, as you're getting ready to drive into this thing, you got a young kid, their first job ever, probably, doing the waving and then they take their little wand and they give you a little spray with it, supposedly on the front end or whatever to help you out.
It's a spritz.
It's a spritz. And then that's when the tangent started.
Hold on before we go on that. Beth with BNS Odyssey just passed the 2nd anniversary of her son's passing. So please be in prayer for Beth as well.
Yeah.
We got a lot of people that we
tough,
need to
Beth,
add
I know.
to our prayer list for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, babe.
But that's when the tangent started. That's when me and Pretty really started breaking stuff down and calling stuff out. And now mind you, none of this can be heard. It's between her and I.
But we're just going through the car wash. No. Okay, wait, hold on. Don't say we're just, because it started with you in the car wash.
What do you mean it started with me?
You said we're in the car wash, and you said, okay, wait, back it up. So first of all, we were talking about getting old, how we're getting old, but every single time we've ever gone to this car wash, that little water gun, honestly, it's a water gun. It absolutely does nothing. Other than annoy people our age. May annoy other people, but it absolutely does nothing. It just goes pss, 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 like
just
doesn't do anything.
Spritz.
A tinkle, sprinkle.
Yeah, tinkle.
That's the sprinkle. Then you get to the spritz. So you go, the little boy or girl, directs you, guides you, and so your tires are lined up and all that jazz. And then yes, they do get the sprayer, and they give you a little spritz. And every single time we go through there, Pooch and I are like, that doesn't do. What does that do? What is it?
What's the purpose?
Why even do it? Why even do it?
Yeah, if you're not going to do it right and at least make an effort at doing what you're supposed to be doing, why do it?
Yeah, because the spritz with the sprayer, which could be something that would be wonderful to have if you did it right, it's just
that does nothing when you got bird shit on the hood caked on thick because she parks under a tree, I think, or whatever. It
yes,
worked,
I
but
do.
and and it ain't even moving that. It ain't even soaking it good enough to even prep it to get washed
It's
off.
it's like somebody just walks by and spits on your car.
Yeah.
Just.
But
okay, so then we get in there.
During all of this calamity of us nagging and complaining and griping and asking what for, and not just the car wash, because we find ourselves doing it other places too sometimes.
Other places, but like I said, that's an always
That's an always thing.
That's the always thing that we complain about because.
And then you go to a drive-through or whatever to get something.
No, then we get into the car wash.
Well, yeah.
And he says,
well, I'm coming to that, but it's kind of revolves around the whole big picture.
No, you go through the drive-through, and what do you say? And you go through the car wash.
Talking about us getting old.
We're talking about us getting old, but you go through the car wash this past time. What'd you say when we were in the middle of the car wash? You said,
I don't know if I remember exactly what I said there.
You said, it looks like something's default in here. Something that within the car wash, because the point of the story was not the little and the.
Yeah.
It was that's a given all the time. We are in the middle of the car wash, and he's like, "Good Lord!"
What that looked like a deep. What was it for?
Something looks like a mechanical default. It's not working right.
Yeah.
And then we get to the end, and there's a yellow light.
It was the belt
and
pulling us.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And because it kept like.
Yeah, he goes, the belt's not.
And I was watching the car behind us coming, thinking, are they gonna come up into the back of us, or?
Hopefully they have somebody. So I've always wondered, because they let people go within inches of hitting your bumper behind you. But I think there must be some sort of center or stop. Maybe that was it. Maybe
probably
that was a break.
So. But I know.
But
for me, when we get up to the air dry part,
but before we get to the air dry part, he says we're all kind of, and he's like, golly,
what the
belt? You think, blah blah blah. They get this fixed,
get their act together and take care of their machinery.
Yes. Then I was like, oh my gosh. Then we get to
oh my gosh, baby was in it with
I was when we get to the air part. So we get to the air dry part, the part that dries your car. And we get there, and I kind of noticed, so like I'm obviously short, Pooch is tall, and I kind of noticed that Pooch was kind of even stretching his neck, and he's tall. And then I started looking to see kind of, is it yellow? Is it green? Because it tells you.
Oh yeah, we couldn't see it.
Couldn't see it. So I'm looking, I'm like,
and baby, I know what baby said there though.
Well, I'm about to say, when you finally see it green, we get to go. And I was like, golly, they could put that sign's too low. Why
couldn't they put that higher where people can see?
Yeah, that sign is way too low. You can't even see when to go. And then we pull around, and then we get to the light, and then we started laughing because I started thinking about, golly, all we do
the whole way through there, we nitpicked.
Yeah, the whole way through.
The whole way through, we nitpicked
from start to finish,
and griped and complained about something that it was not either working right, or it could have been done different, or it should have been done different or better. People up front, the stupid water cannon. I mean, all of it. And it kind of made us even guess maybe we just need to drop our membership too there, huh? And
no,
because it's a good car wash.
It is a really good car wash.
Because you get the ceramic sign and all that stuff, but
it made us talk about ourselves. Like I told my golly, this is what happens when old people when you get
what happens when you get old? You don't do nothing but nitpick and complain and gripe about stuff, which
because I do not want to be.
We're pretty good at it though,
but I don't want to be good at it.
But it's fun.
It's not fun.
Yeah, it is, because we were laughing and
when you realize it, but
we don't mean no harm.
No, but I don't like it. That's why I was wondering, golly, is this just something that happens when you get old? Because in my memory bank, when I was going through the drive-through to get HTO, when we were on the HTO
yeah.
Something kind of jarred my memory. We were talking about nitpicking, and I was like, when I said, oh gosh, I hope this isn't something that happens to people when you get old. Because I remember we have a membership there too. Yes. At HTO.
And if they don't do something while you're at the window,
yes,
you don't get your points.
Yes, but my reason for saying is I hope it's not something when we get, oh, it's because I noticed as a youngster, a lot of old people, youngster meaning like a couple years ago, a few years ago, I used to hear, all I hear is old people like say, good Lord, didn't so-and-so do so-and-so? And then I would think,
Can't even get my order right, or
no, even something minor. Couldn't you just bring me a napkin or something? I'm
yeah, I
thinking,
didn't
get
get
up
no
and go get
napkins,
your
didn't
own
get no-
napkin. Like, what's the problem? Like, it's poor servers. It's not that big of a deal. You're going to be fine. They'll bring you a napkin when they get.
not
So
unless you get
then,
up and throw a tantrum and go get it yourself.
but that's
And then you're putting on
ridiculous.
a real show then if you got to get up and do it yourself.
And that's so dumb because when you think about it,
But it's
who
funny when
cares?
I'm gonna start filming it when baby's doing it.
I don't even do that. The only thing I did, which was about a year or two ago,
We'll have
probably
some
2 years ago,
premieres.
was well, Pooch had told me, did you ever notice the one guy who wears glasses, kind of looks like a young kind of
Almost looks like what's his face on oh, what was his Napoleon Dynamite kind of?
like, oh yeah, like
Yeah.
Napoleon. He said, you ever notice he doesn't really
He doesn't ask for your number
he doesn't ask for your
when
number
you buy your teas, and the
Yes.
points that you just bought your teas with go towards a free one later.
Yeah,
And if he don't ask, you don't get him.
you tell them your number so you can gain points that start accumulating. So then eventually you're going to get a free tea. Well, he said, you ever notice?
And I want my free tea.
And I said, I don't think, maybe.
I used to.
So then we get up, then I was by myself and I'm driving up and someone else came to the window and I said, hey, did you know that one year?
Oh, see, she took it to the management.
No, it wasn't the management. It was just this person out the window. It was a kid. And I said, hey, did you guys know that not everybody asks people for their phone numbers? Because the one guy, he has glasses. My husband, I noticed that he doesn't ever ask us for a phone number. And so we're not getting our.
Yeah, we're short of free tea here.
And then when I pulled out, I was like, that is an old lady move.
Yeah, because it was satisfying when you can pull up in there and tell them, especially when you and I would go through there and we'd get our teas and they'd ask us, you want to use your coupons for your free teas? And sometimes we could drive out of there and get them free.
Yeah, but I thought you were going to say at the moment, it makes you feel good to like telling them what for.
Oh, it does.
And
it
then
does tell because yeah.
And then the minute I rolled past, I was like, oh my gosh, what did I just do? I immediately had to call Pooch. I was like, do you know what just happened? What an old lady move. I have a hair.
But sometimes, and I know folks in here probably think that sometimes it does make you feel good when you can go off on them and tell them what for. You can tell them how the cow ate the cabbage, and then you pull off with just a big happy smile on your face. And
oh no, it doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel stupid.
No,
yeah,
you and I have high-fived a few times after our brief encounter with somebody at a window. I told them, didn't I, babe?
Yeah, no, we don't high five after that. No, I don't high five them. It makes me feel not nice and nitpicky, and it's so dumb.
Yeah, but it beats. I mean, it's kind of
wild home.
Might be hard to sometimes face some of the disappointment that you get sometimes, though.
Thanks, Melinda.
When you know you're in the right, and you, I guess, I'm not going to say deserving of something, but because ain't nobody deserving of nothing, right, baby?
No, stop. I'm not saying that.
No,
Todd Saw said it took that our playlist took 4 days to run. Thank you, Todd Saw.
Thank you, Todd, again. Wow. And remember, Todd, shoot me an email, please, sir, so we can contact each other there.
So yes, we if you're still here, Melody and Ryan, we are no longer going live anymore
on Wednesday nights.
On Wednesday night at 7, we're no longer.
Not that we're not going to be going live. We're just not going to be doing it at this. And
it'll be pop-up live.
It'll be pop-up, random type live stuff when we do them. I mean, we still want to do them. We just don't. We don't want to fall we don't want to stay in that schedule that we're in right now, actually. Not that it's not good, but we need to change.
Okay. Yes, Todd, let me get you the link to my channel.
Yeah, one of these mods post no judgment here and there for him. But it's no judgment here with Tish Ross.
The podcast.
The podcast.
Is anybody able to draw?
Yeah, there's a couple mods in here. I think Linda's in here and a couple people in there. There's Kevin hiking with Jackie Boy.
Much. Oh my goodness. Y'all are just the sweetest. Hey, yeah, there's Kevin. Kevin, how are you doing? How's retirement? I'm sure it's still amazing.
Yep. He's loving it.
Uh-oh. Linda said, how's Woody feeling about this decision?
Oh, Putty.
You're feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah. Putty's feeling pretty good about it. He's out there manning the front porch out there as usual. Keeps a good eye over the front.
Hey, Barton's RVing.
Hey, there's Donnie. How are you, Donnie? Doing all right? Watched your I didn't see you live doing it, but I did watch your river, the water overflowing the road up there where you were at earlier today. That looked pretty interesting for sure.
Okay, that's the truth, Todd. He says your own high pressure spray washer at home saves a lot of money from car wash. And it's great exercise to do the washing. And get this, he's been thinking about going that way for about 14 years.
I got one out in the shop too, actually. But you know what I was thinking of buying for it? One of those water soap cannon where you can just foam the whole car up with that soap from your pressure washer. And but I like to get a bucket too with sponge and go over it real good. But maybe this week, which I know, what time are we going to that wedding this weekend?
I got to look at the invitation.
But
I'm not sure.
I'm going to try to take Pretty's car and go get it detailed, I think, if it ain't raining like it's been doing.
How tall are you, babe?
I am 5'11".
To me, that's super tall because I think I'm barely 5 foot.
5'11"
I used to be
5'1",
5'1", but I'm pretty sure I've shrunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't seen old Mammy in here. She's probably in there watching something else, though.
He said, getting old now, get off my lawn.
Exactly. Exactly, Kevin. I wonder if you've had to do any of that yet, Kevin, out there at your place.
Barton's RV. I complain until the alcohol hits my brain, then everything's all right, all right, all right.
And see, that's
so funny.
That is funny. That's funny.
Hi, Mike. Mike's fishing home.
Hey, Mike, how are you, sir? I've been catching him a little bit this past week too, actually. Seems as if you're trying to get back in the groove too there, sir.
Nice. Hi, Bowen.
Howdy, Bowen. How are you doing?
Welcome in.
I think a lot of folks been bouncing.
Jennifer. Has anybody dropped my link yet?
Jennifer Ocean Homestead. There she is. Which I'll probably be doing a garden update soon again, Jennifer.
Bill, that is the truth. Okay, so it takes me a minute. Bill said he's not asking for your phone number because he's doing his job, saving the company money by not giving out free tea. LOL.
Yeah.
I like that perspective.
Yeah.
He is doing his job. Good.
Yeah.
Way to go, Bill.
They don't appreciate their members.
Hey, Barton's RV says he's wearing y'all's t-shirt today. Is that us,
Yee-hoo. Y'all? It might be. Pretty Pooch shirt.
Hey, and Mike wore the OG.
I've seen Mike wear the OG full-blown country hat, and I think I saw Dale down at 9 Acres.
Hi, Aries
Dale
World.
At 9 Acres Family Farm. He was wearing an OG full-blown country hat the other day, or in one of his videos.
Nice.
I thought, hey man, that's a good logo there too. Full-blown country logo.
Y'all, speaking of, and again, we might go over just a little bit since it's our last Wednesday night live. But y'all, Pooch had a jingle or an intro song for our Pretty Pooch show. AI generated. It's suits us to the T. It is amazing. Have you guys, anybody ever do that? Like,
there's a lot of people out there doing it with the AI stuff, and they're coming up with these songs for their channels and all. And
who needs to pay a writer?
And I was playing around with it the other day, and I put one in, and it made us. I wished I could somehow get it.
Play it on your microphone.
Well, I might be able to bring it up to a screen, and we can share it, and it'll play.
Hey, look, Ari or Ari's World is a new sub. Look
well, thank you.
They came over from Todd Saw and Barton's RVing.
All right. Appreciate you coming in and joining us.
Thank you all so much.
Hit the notifications. Like we said, this is our last Wednesday night, 7 p.m. live that we'll be doing, but we will be doing pop-up lives, and who knows when they'll come up and what you might see. Probably, hopefully see a little more videos coming out of it. So
just put your notifications on, Jennifer, and hopefully that will, if your notifications on, maybe everybody will get a notice. We're so thankful for everybody.
Oh yeah.
And my podcast will be coming back, not just on the Prospera TV network channel, but it'll also be on my channel. So with the Prospera TV network channel, I believe their podcasts are limited to 30 minutes. But you guys know me. They'll be having part 1 and part 2 because the original will air on my podcast channel, unedited, uncut, uncensored, all the things when people want to come on and share their stories and just be relaxed in being who they are, not having to change or to fit any kind of mold or to succumb to the world's expectations, right? That's what my podcast is all about. Like, come as you are, be who you are, share your story as you are, the good, the bad, the ugly. And that's my podcast. And it'll also be airing random. So if you don't have your notifications on, or if you haven't subscribed to No Judgment Here with Tish Ross, the podcast, go check it out. Put your notifications on because it's going to be starting back up again. I have several people that I'm going to be interviewing, and so that's my channel. Hey, Peter, Omen King Homestead. Hi, Josh.
Josh? Is that Josh Sherman?
Yes.
What's up, Josh? How are you, sir?
Thank you. Thank you, Aries World. Yeah, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. I'm going to go ahead and share my channel link to, if it lets
Excuse me for I'm trying to see if I can get this song up where we can share it with you.
Okay, and I'm just going to share my link so that Todd Saw can
can go check it out.
You don't have to play it.
Well, he may want to watch it though.
I know. I'm just saying it doesn't have to. I invited myself to have him play it.
Okay. We'll probably need to open up another window here when you get a minute and see if we can get to the Gmail where I sent the link. Maybe we can play it and you folks can hear the Pretty Pooch song.
I don't think I can. I don't think I'm a mod on here.
Heather's pretty good. Hey, Heather, would you please go find Pretty's No Judgment Here link and post the link up in the chat, please, ma'am?
Please, Heather, please. Are you able to? There it is. Jennifer Ocean Homestead.
Yeah, thank you, Jennifer.
Can you pin it? Or?
You might. Yeah, I think that did it.
That was a little star. I don't know. But Jennifer Ocean Homestead just put that link in. Hi, Reverend Joe Jacobson. Hi, James Hall.
Open us up another window up there, baby, real quick. And then go over to Gmail. And that, just hit that. Yeah, now you can, I wonder if you can play that and let them hear it.
You want me to download it and then play?
No, we should be able to share the screen. Go back and then share the screen. Share screen, and then is it that one? Okay. All right,
it's not sharing.
Well, it might be. Go back over here.
Oh, there's one taking my earbuds out because that's loud. Y'all tell us if you can hear it.
No, okay. go ahead and hit play, but go back over to it. Nope, go back over to it and hit play. What happened?
Heck, I don't know.
No, you probably have to stay on it.
It's not doing anything. It's just sitting there.
Hey, what happened? It was playing. What is going on with that? You can't do nothing from that screen.
Hold on, people.
Yeah, we're trying. We're trying. Hit stop. Okay, now try it again.
I did that.
What the heck? Okay, well, let's see what this does. You can get out of there.
Hold on.
It won't let you.
Calm.
It's not going to do it. We're wasting valuable airtime.
No, we're not.
It should come up in something, huh?
Okay, never mind.
Video dictionary, whatever the heck that is.
Was playing a second ago.
Yeah, I wonder if they could hear it, though.
All right, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah. Go back to the other one. Yeah, there we go.
Stop sharing.
And then stop sharing. Stupid.
Okay, well, I don't know if it's stupid or we're stupid, but it didn't work.
Right? But let's see here.
People. Linda Peter wants you to say it with feeling, Poochie.
Oh, mammy. Oh, mammy, somewhere up in here, maybe. Oh, mammy might have went to bed already, too, though. There ain't no telling what old mammy's doing.
Hi, Reverend Joe Jacobson. If I didn't say hi to you already, I'm sorry. Thank you for subbing. Aries World, thank you so much for subbing.
Yeah, I think it's playing, but they ain't going to be able to hear this.
Wow.
I'll post it up in a video or something. That way people can hear it.
Okay. Thank you for subbing to me. I really do appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike's Fishing Home.
And go check out the videos that we even got up there already.
Oh, Wanda's here listening to you too.
Oh, I'm here listening to you too. Yeah, I figured old mammy might have been, but there's old mammy. I've been listening. Sorry, you guys. That's okay, Ginger.
Yeah.
You guys made a move like that not too long ago, so
we'll be popping
you know
in.
what it's about.
James Hall said he still wants an OG hat.
I wished I had some more of those. I wished I had an OG hat. I don't even have one, James.
That's okay, Paul. Thank you for being here.
Yep. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, I probably ought to try to get some more of those, actually. Those were some good hats.
Yes, we'll probably go a little bit longer since it's our last Wednesday Night Live.
Man, yeah, it's ticking by, too.
So fast. Thank you, Jennifer. She said that we can go as long as we want. She's rocking in her new hammock chair swing from Costco, and it is life-changing.
Nice.
Thank you, Heather. Thanks, everybody, for sharing.
Yeah.
The link.
There's Derek. Derek.
Hi, Derek.
I don't know if Derek was in here to catch our little information earlier, but
thank you, Aries World.
Yeah, Derek. Pretty Pooch is stepping back from the 7:00 Wednesday night schedule. And anybody that might have come in here and not caught it, but we are stepping back from the 7:00 Wednesday night schedule. We are going to be going more random pop-up lives rather than being here on Wednesday nights, just the thing we need to do right now. Pretty's got some stuff coming up that she's going to be more involved in, and we seem to do a little better on randoms, I bet, because there's a lot of stuff that we wind up doing and we think, dang it, that'd have been good if we'd have been filming it or if we'd have just popped up live with it. So we're going to go to that stage for a little while and see how that works.
Thanks, Bill. Thanks, guys, for sharing.
Yeah. And appreciate all the folks that have been here with us the whole time and hung with us the whole time and continue to watch us the whole time. And so, yeah.
Heck yeah. Thank y'all. Thank you, Mike. Hi, Brian Horstman.
Met some good folks in here.
Brian Horstman.
Brian Horstman.
How's it
Welcome
going?
in, sir. Welcome in, sir. It's nice seeing all these folks in here.
Sure is.
And I like catching up with them when I can as well, because I'm not always able to get there.
Hi, MT Homestead. I'm sure you're probably already out of here getting ready for your live.
Yep.
Good to see you. Thank you for
Appreciate
coming
you
in.
folks. Yep, they're there. They may be, they're getting close to their time, Mike and Terry. If y'all caught, y'all heard, I'm sure.
I will, Wanda. I will be doing lives. I'm just not sure of a date and time. And, you know, honestly, I've always been on the bandwagon of respect, but also on the bandwagon of I'm going to go when
time says,
when my guests are able to meet, whenever I'm able to meet, and that meshes well together. So, not trying to step on anybody's toes, but I don't think there's a channel that I've ever watched who has, obviously, I'm sure, respect their peers, but when you're on YouTube and you're doing your own thing, you got to do your own thing. Like, yeah. I, no disrespect, and I don't mean any disrespect by saying that, but I can't worry about that. Like, that's not, I'm not adding that kind of stress to my other stressors. I'll go when I can, and when they can. I hopefully can find a regular day. So I'm hoping to do that. But I also know that the Prospera TV channel is going live in May. I know that they have several of my older podcasts that they are editing currently. I'm going to start learning how to edit. Like I said, I don't know. I just don't have time for a lot, but I'll try to learn how to edit for them. However, my lives go as long as my guests want to talk. Depending on their beliefs, how long the Lord wants them to talk. If they don't believe in the Lord, just how long they want to stay on and talk and share. And but if you're new to my channel, we talk about everything. I've had guests from all different walks of life, which I'm so grateful, humbled, and honored to be able to meet so many different people that are in so many different seasons of their lives. I know for sure 3 people that I have had on my channel have passed away, and they came on and shared. 2 of them came on and shared about their bouts with cancer, and those 2 people are gone. The one young lady from TikTok that was scheduled to come on to my podcast, she passed away 2 days before she was supposed to come on. And she was coming on to share the importance of women having their pap smears because of uterine cancer. She had cancer on her uterus, and it attached to her stomach as well as her intestines, and it was inoperable, and radiation couldn't be had because of where it was located and attached. So, but homeless people, drug addicts, alcoholics, some recovering, some not. I have hair, y'all, and it is bothering me. Sex trafficking survivors, domestic abuse survivors, both men and women, men who struggle with depression, women that struggle with depression, moms who had postpartum depression that was so bad that they didn't do anything, but their thoughts were dark. I can't even tell you how many people coming on to share their stories. And so when the channel Prospera TV Network reached out to me and asked if I wanted to bring my podcast to them, I thought, heck yeah, let's do it. I'm going to reach more people. And so you can go and subscribe to their YouTube channel. You can also subscribe to mine, get your notifications on, and continue to watch my podcast as it will start up again. I'm getting ready to start scheduling my interviews now that I actually have some time off. I just haven't had the opportunity. But so that was the longest answer to your question, Wanda Henry.
Uh-oh. Whatever.
What else?
Huh. Oh no, I'm getting texts from somebody else right now too, but
Uh-oh, who are you getting texts from?
Oh, it was actually my brother. He probably doesn't know we're on here live either. Wanted to know if I was an ordained minister. I'm like, well, yeah.
What's happening? What are they
I don't
gonna do?
know.
They get married again?
I don't know what's going on. Bootsy or something? Or Kayla?
Yeah, it was only on for like 2 seconds, Josh. It didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work. I'll post something up with it playing in it. I'll make a video.
That's right, Mike.
So it'll play.
What else is happening? Yeah,
whole
it
lot.
was 2 seconds. It was 2 seconds.
I hear a click of audio clicking too, but yeah, I'll make a video with that song in it, and that way people can hear the Pretty Pooch song.
Always have technical difficulties.
Well, do you hear it? Oh, I do. I don't know what it is. Something's ticking. It might be because it might be Big Mike going.
I don't know how I'm not a mod. That's crazy.
Who?
Me.
Yeah, you should be a mod.
No, I'm not.
You're a managing partner.
Time does fly when you're having fun. So what's your channel all about? We'll have to go check it out. Aries, is it Aries World or Aries?
I don't know if the FBC type thing was working still or not, but you could type FBC and your link might drop.
I'm glad you made it too, Josh.
Yeah, Josh, for sure. We've kind of been out of pocket anyway lately on on all fronts.
Thanks, Heather.
She's been busy. I've been busy. We've been pulling all other ways, but right here. So Reverend Joe Jacobson.
Most definitely praying for all that have lost someone special. Most definitely.
Mm-hmm. Got to bounce for now, but thank you, Aries World, for coming in here and joining us.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Go check them out.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. And just keep your ears peeled, like I said, folks. Hit that like button on the way out. Like and subscribe. And hit the notifications. That way you will know when Pretty and Pooch will be coming in live on something. Or even when we pop a video up. Because that's something I want to try to focus on a little bit, is getting some videos up. Like Justin, Backroad Freedom. I think he's rubbed off on me, actually. I'm blaming it on Justin. Justin's rubbed off
blame
on me.
Blame. We
slacking.
Say, way to be a leader, Justin. Yes, Melinda, we will definitely keep you and your family.
That's right, Justin.
Because that's so hard. It's called YouTube.
That's it.
Food for thought. Respect is good, but got to do what you got to do.
Yep.
True that. True.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people can always watch replays.
Yeah,
like
replays always there. Yep, that's what we do a lot. Watch replays. Usually when we go to bed at night, we're both sitting in bed trying to, let's see, because we're good about 9 o'clock. We'll look at each other and all we got to say is, "You ready?" And the dogs bail. They go straight to the room. Me and Pretty head to the room. Then we get in bed and we both turn on our phone or whatever and watch something as we get ready to drift off to sleep. Sometimes I'll get woke up in the middle of the night and she's over there still watching something.
Yep. Or like last night and the night before, it's kind of weird how Pooch has, I think it's the tea.
Yeah.
Because that he drinks, because the last couple of nights, like last night I woke up and it was like 2 something, and he woke up and he was like, "What's baby watching?" I was like, what's he doing awake?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what if I was watching something
nasty?
Well, I was gonna say that, but I don't watch anything nasty. But I was gonna say that because I knew Pooch.
Then you got busted.
Nasty. Yeah, I got busted.
What are you watching?
And then the night before, it was 4:30, 4:45, and I woke up and was watching
storms
YouTube.
Come through.
And then Pooch said, "What time is it?"
Yeah. It's probably the tea. You're right. Cause I knew it. I haven't been drinking sweet tea. I drink unsweet tea, or try to now. Well, I do. And I think that's kind of keeping me a little bit awake. Of course, I was a little fired up last night too. So I was a little bit worked up over a couple things, and I'm kind of kept me awake last night as well.
Some people are trying to FBC and it's not working.
Dang it. I guess Nightbot must have took a crap.
Reverend Joe Jacobson says Nightbot have the night off.
I think it does. Something. Because usually it worked. I need to go through and check all that stuff. Probably need to change it up anyway.
Oh, Mike's Fishing Home said, Nightbot had an update, and he had to rejoin. I had to rejoin my channel too.
Okay. That's what I need to do then, probably. I haven't gone into Nightbot in
Thanks,
so
Mike.
long. Appreciate you for informing me of that. But yeah, being pretty, hopefully now that she's got time off, we'll be able to go do some camping too. We got to drag that camper out and go camping. Of course, we see stuff different on this StreamYard. It's not like you see it in YouTube too. So.
Mike. Yeah, what if I was watching? I mean, I don't know. Something different.
Yep, exactly. What's baby watching? At 3:30 in the morning. The heck?
Now that you think about it, that is kind of funny. But yeah, I'm up at all hours of the night, either letting the dogs out or watching stuff.
Yeah, watching stuff. And I'm asleep, so who knows what she's watching. I'm over there sawing logs. I usually don't wake up for anything either, do I?
No.
But here lately.
Stop drinking the tea, babe, so I can get back on my shows.
Yeah, I got to lay off the tea now.
I got to watch my programs.
Uh-huh.
Oh, just kidding. I don't watch anything like that. I have to wear Pooch's hat in my next fishing video. Derek Fowler.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. And I might need to whip up a new Mike's Fishing Home hat for him too. Since he's wearing his full-blown country hat. He probably needs a new hat, I bet.
I bet he does too.
Yep. I'll get with you, Mike, and we'll see about that. But anyway, man, we're into MT Homesteads Live. So y'all go check them out.
Yep, go check them out.
Remember, tomorrow night is Homestead Hangout with that gang, all those homesteaders, which are probably will be going live out there at 10 Killer, I'm sure, because that's where most of them are at and headed. But folks, we appreciate all you that have stuck with us all this time, and just be on the lookout for us because we'll pop up in there still. Just will no longer be right here. Who knows who's going to come in and claim this spot?
I don't know.
Anybody can. It's there. It ain't nobody. It ain't assigned to nobody. So.
That's right. It's not assigned to anybody. Anybody can do anything.
So if you want to go live, get in there and get it.
Heck yeah.
I'd see us in there watching.
That's right. So yep, like you said, thanks everybody that is still on here that have stuck with us on Wednesday nights at 7. It's been a joy. Gosh, got so many laughs and whatnot with the regular people that have been watching. And but like Pooch said, just keep your notifications on. Thank you, Mike's Fishing, for sharing the link. I really appreciate that. Everyone that's always moderators who have always shared on Wednesday nights. The links have been here. We appreciate you, gosh, so much. More than words can say. But like you said, we're not really going off the air. It's just it'll be more random.
Yep.
Just won't be on Wednesday nights at 7. Could be if it's a random.
It might be. You never know. It might be wrestling.
But we love you guys.
Yep. Love you guys. Thank you, folks. See you again soon. And remember, everybody needs a friend named Pooch. They call me Pooch.
DD5 has started in this spot already. Cool. And everybody needs a little pretty in their life.
And she's my pretty. Thank you, folks. We'll see you again soon.
Bye. Good night. Love y'all.
Bang.